is Boston, in your mind, with everything that you've seen in the playoffs so far, are they still the favorite that they were overall going into the playoffs, or are you a little alarmed by having not seen maybe the most serious approach game in and game out?
I think they're doing what they've done all regular season. I'm like, they're going to drop an egg. They're going to. That's just kind of they don't have what Denver has, to your point earlier, of like they're not going to beat themselves. The Celtics will beat themselves. Not often. Jason Tatum said it after game 2. He went on a kind of long monologue about how the Celtics don't necessarily get the credit for being a super team because like every time they lose, the sky's falling. But they pretty typically respond after that loss. And they did. Like I was really rooting to see a as healthy as possible New York team against Boston. I really wanted to see Boston go up against the team that I saw playing against Philadelphia in the first round. If we're not going to get that, I don't think Boston's going to have much resistance until they get to the finals, which that's a whole nother conversation of, sure, they'll have won 3 series to get there, but if Denver had to claw back against a really tough Minnesota team, and then they're going to have to beat a pretty good team that comes out of this OKC-Dallas matchup, which right now I feel like any of the 4 teams in the West have passed to making it. Like, you can't say that about the East, and I do wonder if that's setting up Boston for a potential letdown come finals time, or are they going to be like saving body blows that these other teams are having to suffer through to get there? I don't know. We'll have to find out.
I think it's a weird thing. I think Boston sits in such an interesting spot because we've seen them in different iterations, and we assume that every team is the same team. And this isn't the team that went to the finals in 22. This isn't the team that kind of melted down even last year in a game 7 or in the Eastern Conference Finals altogether. They melted down in game 7 because they had nothing left after that, 3-0 comeback against the Miami Heat. But Kristaps Porzingis is on the mend. Like, the longer you can go without needing to press that button and getting him back on the floor, the better it is for them. Like, the most rest that they can get, that's better for him.